Hello everybody and a warm welcome to my channel, Tarot by Izabela. I am very happy to see you here today and I hope you're all doing great. Today's video will be a highlight video for this year, 2026. And to do this video, as usual, I'm gonna use my crystal ball, my tarot cards, oracle cards and some dice. But before we begin this reading, I must thank you all, you wonderful, wonderful viewers, for all of your support to this channel. I am extremely grateful for all of your mails, your congratulations for the 100k subscribers, and all of your support. Without your help, without your sharing, caring, coffees, everything that you do, it would be quite difficult to continue, and it really gives a lot of strength, energy, inspiration, and really good feelings to continue doing more videos. So a big thanks to all of you. And what about today's video? Yeah, first I want to just shortly say that I had many viewers contacting me and wanted to participate in the 100k lottery. It's already done and the winners are already drawn, but I will, hopefully, I'm thinking of it anyway, at the end, at every prediction for the month, like prediction for February, March, April, and so on, I will be drawing one more winner for a personal reading with me. And, well, that will be at the end of the prediction for each month. So there is still hope to be a winner for a personal reading with me. Okay. Well, what about today's video? I was planning not to do a 2026 prediction video, but since this year seems to be very, very special in many sense, and a lot of things will occur this year that we have been waiting for many years. So I thought, well, I'm gonna do it anyway, but a shorter version, not like the ones I did before with every continent and so on. No, I will just concentrate on highlights, on special events that may occur. I say may. Time frames are always very difficult to predict on. And, well, we'll see what the crystal ball and cards have to say. If there are any big special events that we may expect for this year, 2026. And, well, we'll see what comes up. I never know in advance what I will see in the crystal ball and the cards. But as we go along, hopefully we're gonna see some good news for this year. And if some not so good news comes up, may they be not so dramatic or not so serious. But yeah, sometimes certain events cannot be avoided. We still live in this world that has been controlled by some very evil operators, and there is a big cleansing going on, and even a bigger coming. And let's hope that the bad stuff don't really have to occur, but the good things, the positive things for humanity, they may occur in with bigger strength and bigger accuracy. Well, let's start then. First, I need to concentrate for a few moments on my crystal ball. And after that, well, we'll see what the crystal ball have to say. And then I will also take some cards at the end. Okay, just give me a few moments and soon we begin this prediction highlights for 2026. Okay. Yeah. I just have to mention that I will be sticking to this calendar that we have at the moment, not the one we should have, but it's easier that way since we are all still programmed for this kind of time frames or months and yeah, this calendar. Now, glasses on and let's see what we can find. Mm. I have mentioned this a couple of times in my other readings, but I see strange light phenomena on the sky or in the sky. Mm. Uh, like northern lights coming down further south, more intense in colors and light. Other strange light phenomena, uh, symmetric patterns, uh, things like that. And this will cause a lot of questions in the people. Why is this coming now? How strange. We have not seen this before. And it will be intensified the further we go into this year. In this year, beginning quite soon, late winter, springtime, the USA leadership, new government that we have currently there, will be more firm. I see like sword is putting down. Enough is enough with this craziness. Now everyone is equal under the law. No one is above the law. And we are really going to see some big famous names being arrested. Mm? Politicians on high position, some other famous people. Mm? And there will be some very important arrests. It had to be dragged out in time so everything would be in place and there would be no doubt from either side that this is the right thing to do. I see military being stationed out all around the world, in every country around the world. And they're special kind of military. And they are there to, they will be there because they are not activated really yet, to keep order in those countries and help clean out deep state and evil entities. As for now, it seems like those kind of military personnel have been working a little bit in disguise, in the shadows, but it seems like soon they will come up to the surface and really start the action. It will be a very intense year So much happening, so much big happenings, important events, that the people will have a tough time to keep track on it. Every day something new, every day something big. There are some very intense weeks coming for the country of Iran. The people have rose up mm, to protest against religious dictatorship. And the current religious dictatorship is connected to many countries in the Western world in quite nasty ways. That will also be revealed. See the people of Iran getting help from other countries to liberate themselves. It will come a period quite soon. I see a lot of people will retrieve from the street into hiding when the big cleanup is coming to save countless of lives. And the country of Iran will be liberated. The focus at the moment will go to Greenland, to Iran, and to another place that has not been activated yet. That will be Mexico. Since a lot of countries in North and South America and Mexico included are run by very evil cartels, and the cleanup will also begin there, and their connections to many Western countries. So a time of cleansing, a time of nasty truth coming up to the surface. And the northern countries will also be shaken to the ground. And the northern countries, and with that I mean Denmark, Norway, Sweden, Finland, Iceland. Their involvement, not the countries, not the peoples in itself, but the government's involvement in very corrupt affairs. And it's the time 2026. It's like it's the year where there will be some kind of reverse actions of the brainwashed. So the brainwashing will occur, but it will wash away the brainwashed. Yeah. So those who have been so manipulated and hypnotized by propaganda and false media, it's like the cleaning of that is coming. So a big wave of people that finally get it, that finally will open their eyes in this year. There will be a lot of threats of World War III, the end of the world. Now we are at the brink of extinction and things like that. There will not be an extinction event. It's a way to wake up the people, also to see what is behind those threats of extinctions, who were behind those threats, what was going on in so many areas of life, in the health system, in the military, in the politics, and in everyday life. Who were the real enemies to the people of Earth? And this is like this year, this will be revealed more and more intensely. And that could be very shocking for many. Most of the world leaders, I see them like trembling in fear. They know their time is coming. Their time of rule is soon ending. And they will try into the last second of their lives, or the last breath they take, to stay in power and have that kind of mentality. If I'm going down, I'm going to take as many as possible with me. It doesn't matter if they are innocent or not. And we will see in 2026 a lot of blames. Oh no, when the truth begins to come out, the guilty one will begin to reveal who have been in his or her company, who is also guilty. As I said, they don't want to go down alone. If I'm going down, you also going down, and you and you. So brother and sister connections will disappear. Best buddies will disappear. And they will snitch on each other. Would be quite interesting to see. Symbolically, I see here and the leader of the United States reaching out his hand, the leader of China putting his hand over his hand, and the leader of Russia putting his hand. So like three hands holding together. So there is, or there will be, it's difficult to see, some kind of mutual agreement between those three superpowers. A way, yeah, like they are working together, but in different ways, playing different roles in this big cleansing. At the end, no one will rule. They're just temporary. Since all governments will fall, I cannot say for sure that all the governments will fall this year. But I see the whole planet and every country is empty of politicians and leaders. When this big cleanse has began. There will be very big security around the President of the United States or people working close to him. They will try some kind of assassinate attempt on him, and that is in the air. I see like Air Force One being attacked by some missiles. But it seems like the leadership will know that in advance what they are planning, a real false flag event of some kind. And I don't think the president will be on that plane. No. It will be some kind of decoy. This year, Ukraine will give up. What can I say? So yeah, it will give up. And as country, because I see all the fighting, all the war will stop. And as a country, it could be split between other countries just to have some form of government, or the current government in Ukraine, everything will disappear. Yeah. Some kind of rules. And a lot of horrible, evil truths of what have been going on in that country will also be revealed this year. More fraud will be exposed in the USA. Extremely big fraud with connections to many politicians. They're working on it. They know exactly who has done what. And that will also be connected to certain politicians in the EU and to certain politicians in Canada, but also in countries in South America. So the network or the grid is quite big, and it touches many people and many countries. And there will be a lot of time this year when people will be very confused. What is right? What is wrong? Who is good and who is bad? Everything will be like a potpourri, or a stew with a lot of ingredients. Oh my god. It will be quite confusing at times, but at the end of this year, it seems like things will be sorted out. It also seems like this year, finally, our Galactic family will show themselves in open, everyone to see. This will not be a blue beam project. This will be for real. And that will be globally, that we will be able to see them in every country at night and in broad daylight. The cries of freedom will be heard everywhere. We don't want to believe in this or believe in that religion. We don't want to be forced to anything. It would not surprise me that sometime this year the true origin of three big religions, Christianity, Islam, and Judaism, will be revealed, their roots, where they come from, and who created them. And for those who are hardcore believers in any of them, could be quite painful to hear. And this will be broadcasted somehow. Mm. And it's up to everyone if they want to continue to believe in whatever those religions stand for or not. But it will be quite difficult to continue to have the same view as you had before that revelation comes. Unfortunately, I see a big jumbo jet filled with passengers being attacked in the air. Nighttime. It's dark. Could be somebody shooting at it. Mm. And I cannot say exactly from where, but it's like going from the west to the east. And while it's crossing Atlantic Ocean, it's somewhere there. And it seems again like Iran will be free because I see the people waving their original flag and big piles of veils being burned in city squares. The whole financial system will be very shaky this year. Some big major changes are coming. From fantasy money to real money. From fake currencies to some kind of currency that is backed up with real assets. Not money made out of air. Real money. And I see a global currency. Well, meaning that every country's currency, doesn't matter what it says, if it's dollars, pounds, or krona, or yen, or whatever it is, it will have similar value. I think they are working for that and it's preparing, and some big changes in that direction could come the end of the year, autumn, winter. A lot of unrest, civil unrest in every country. One of the reasons that there are a lot of military stationed out and waiting to get the order to calm down hooligans. Protesters that want to make problems, kill, destroy, and burn to save good citizens. Yeah. As I said, the major religions will be shaken to their core. A big awakening. Yeah. Now I'm gonna take some cards on highlights 2026. I would describe this year like a true roller coaster. Up and down and quick and around. And it could really make you dizzy. So I would recommend put on your security belts, hold on tight. If it's too scary, just close the eyes. This is a roller coaster year, but after a couple of turns, we will return safe to the spot where we went into the roller coaster. And we can get off it. Many surprises that will be mind-blowing. Celebrities that suddenly are alive, that are supposed to be dead. I can also recommend you if you want, because I get many questions. Oh, could you make a video on this topic or this country or whatever? Please scroll down the video list. I have made many videos on many different topics, and maybe you will find what you're looking for there. And the time frames, I mentioned them many times, difficult to predict on. Things may occur months later, even a couple of years later. But when I see, feel, hear something very strongly, it has a much bigger possibility to occur. And a lot of things that I've said, we are like beginning to live or see it at the moment. For 2026. Let's see. Cards, where are they? And finally, some dice. Well, the cards and dice, they look like this. Let's see what we got here. In the tarot cards, we have 10 of cups, 4 of coins, page of coins, the wheel of fortune, and knight of swords. On the oracle cards, we have ladder, climbing towards success, a key, temperance, toil and labor, chair empty, someone is leaving your life. On the dice, we have a watermelon, slice of lemon, wicked, quickly, and an old-fashioned vintage film camera. "2026 will be a year where the wicked ones, the evil ones, will be exposed. They have been able to operate for a very long time, and they believed they were untouchable, that they could continue with the wicked ways forever. But this year will be a year where they will be exposed, and they will not be able to hide. Beside the wicked, we have quickly and a vintage camera. They are taped, they are recorded, they are pointed out and listed. So even if they thought they would never be caught, they are coming for a big surprise coming for them. They will be caught, and the chairs will be empty. There will be big changes in the financial sectors. A key will be given to the people so they finally can say in English. So they finally can have a good life, a ladder for success. There are a lot of extremely much money being stolen from the people, and it's like it's saved, it's on a safe place, and at a given moment it will be returned to the people, but in an organized way. This year, certain time periods this year could seem very difficult, toil and labor, but those periods of suffering will not last so long as it has done in past times. The change from bad to good will go quite quickly. During a period of time, some kind of military takeover will be needed. And it will be a military that is not bribable and are on the side of the people. A good military. And this good military have also all the records, all the files, all the evidence of what those wicked ones were up to. And they will reveal it to the people. We will know it, the truth. And nobody will be able to hide behind a white smile and some pretty words while they, in private, are doing extremely evil things to innocent ones. So, 2026 will be a year with a lot of revelations, a lot of horror also, in the sense it could be very frightening to hear the truth, especially if you belong to those that didn't want to believe it, or to those that were involved in doing evil things. And it be a kind of year that no pardons will be given. If you have done some very evil things, there is no pardon. You cannot buy your way out of it. You will take the punishment that is according to your crimes. I will take 3 last cards for this update 2026. If there is some last words to be said. If there are some last words to be said. Sorry. Some last words for 2026. No. And some dice. Okay. Well, the last cards, they look like this. Let's see what we got here. In the tarot cards, we have the World, the Devil, and 5 of Wands. On the Oracle cards, we have a fish with wings, a cage, and a key that has opened up the cage. And then we have military person. On the dice, we had a pair, a castle drowning underwater, and dreaming. Well, those last cards and dice, they confirm a little bit what I have seen in my earlier readings and also in this reading. We have the devil in the center and a castle sinking underwater. So the devil's castle will sink. The key to the truth will be given. So we will be liberated from the prison, mental prison and physical prison that we have been put in for so long. And this year is a year of revelation, but also a year where the evilness, the wickedness will be exposed and drowned, put underwater. This year will also bring new hope, new possibilities, both for animal life and the plant life. Mother Earth in itself. So a lot of projects will be started how to cultivate things and how to take care of our animals in an organic and healthy way. The military will be activated this year. A lot of military actions that comes quickly and ends quickly will also be happening this year. And we have dreaming. It's like while we are asleep, they come in, cleanse out, and go back again. So swift and quick military actions. And military will be activated in almost every country. And those are not normal military personnel, are some very special persons or people behind it. But I don't see them as evil, not these ones. These will not shoot on innocent protesters. And I have to amplify the word innocent. If you are in a way of a military operation or anything, and they kindly ask you to step away and you still will interfere, make problems or threaten, well, the consequences will be up on you. But big actions this year. And as final words for 2026, I must say, a lot of action, roller coaster, but we are preparing. This year is like preparing us to get rid finally of all that evilness and corruption. And we are heading for a new world of peace, harmony, and abundance. It's a preparation for that. This year will be the year of labor, when you are giving birth to a child and the pain before the child is born. At the end of this year, and also in the beginning, we're going to begin to see the head of that child that is coming out. A new life in all aspects. Well, that was my prediction or highlight for 2026. And to all of you wonderful, beautiful viewers out there, I want to thank you so much for watching. Take care, be strong, don't fall into fear and panic when things start to heat up, because they will. Everything is going according a bigger plan, and the end result will be abundance and freedom for all. So thank you again for watching, and hopefully we're gonna see each other soon again. Bye bye.